That thing, has that happened to you before? Where something happens, unexpected, unplanned, you respond in maybe not the best way, the way you would have liked to respond. Then all of a sudden, it happens, you responded in your way, you're not happy with it. You go and sit down, and almost instantaneously, that thing that you would have liked to have done or said comes in your head. Has that happened to anyone? That's a feeling I think we can all share, that feeling of wanting to go back in time and redo that event, figuring out what we could have done, have that moment where we thought, oh, that would have been the best statement to have had, and I wish I could have done it over again. So that's the idea of thinking on your feet, how you can actually have those thoughts come into you real time, when they actually happen, when that situation actually happens. So we're going to talk about a couple things. What is thinking on your feet? You've heard that saying before, but we'll talk about what that means. Talk about a couple of tools, and then talk about how to actually do this. Is it something that you're born with? Is it something like this cute baby with glasses? Do you have to have it innately? Do you have to be really witty, really quick to be able to think on your feet? Or is it something that you can learn through a tool or experience? So the idea is, how can we keep calm and think on our feet? How can we come to the moment that we have maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes later where we have a perfect way to respond to that uncomfortable, unexpected moment? So the foundation for this, so we'll talk about the tool, the foundation for this is actually something that I kind of fell into. So I'm a CPA, I'm an accountant. We can connect on that level. I love numbers. But at some point in my career, I decided to take a little different road. I decided, for reasons of pure interest, not knowing exactly what I do with it, to study acting. For 2 solid years, I went into acting. I studied acting at a theater level, a film level, and I took many different classes, and I was involved in many different projects, none that you would have seen, by the way, unless you would have seen a KFC commercial for a 2-bite boneless chicken wing in 2007, which I was on for about half a second. That was my most famous appearance in television. But what it taught me, and one particular thing as a byproduct of pursuing that career, because I was just interested in film and acting, one thing it gave me was a foundation to handle unexpected moments. So I'm a graduate of Second City Improv. I did all of the courses here in Toronto, and I was on the main stage. I was actually on the main stage in a year that Robin Williams actually shared the stage with the class. And so this is a few years ago, but I did the entire program. And I didn't know at the time, I was just doing it out of interest. It was really fun, but what they were teaching me was a system to deal with the unexpected, the unknown. They can actually sense everything that's happening, and that's called active listening. When you're not just attuned to what's happening for you, you understand what's happening in the environment and the person across from you. So that's something they have learned. Some of it is innate, but a lot of it is through skill and games that are attributed to improv.